cha, dvitiyam brahmacharini, tritiyam chandraganteti, kushmanteti chaturthakam, panchamam skandamateti, shastyam katyayaniti cha, saptamam kalaratriti, mahaguriti chastramam, navamam siddhidatri cha, navadurga prakirtita, uktanye tarinamani, paramanava mahatmanaha.
Hello, welcome. This is the Embody Freedom series. I'm Hemalayaa, your host and lead facilitator. So let's take in a deep breath in. Are you ready to receive what you need? Receive what your cells are calling for. Receive what your body is calling you into right now. So we call this Embody Freedom series. We actually just recently shifted the tagline. So here it is. It's actually a fiercely fun interactive show. That's really what we're doing here. We are reminding you who you truly are. I'm reminding myself every single day who I truly am. And in our essential nature, our truth, if you read about yoga and yoga philosophy and the beliefs, is that we are an Atma. We are a true, joyful being inside all of this material, sometimes nonsense and chaos and crisis and all of the things that we experience in the modern day insanity. So take a deep breath into who you truly are and infuse your true self. Infuse your true self with breath. And that's the pathway. So the Embody Freedom series is here to remind you, myself, the guest facilitators who are here today, our guest artists are here to help you, support you in overcoming any of this modern day insanity. So this series is designed to ground us in a whole new embodiment of leadership, because fear and anxiety and stress and all of that, it's not going away. It'll come and go in our forefront or in the back, but it's not going away like we're waiting for it to go away. We are utilizing the tools and the skills and the practices here and the vibrations to keep us in our highest alignment. So take a deep breath into that. I'm going to continue to invite you into breath, because the whole series is based on movement. Movement first is your breath. So let's thrive by reclaiming and sustaining our joy and our pleasure through breath and movement, through these pieces that you might find today. So the invitation is to receive something. There is so much chaos out there. Can you come in, tune in to yourself? My belief is that when we tune in, our sight turns on again. Our true sight turns on again. And I'm pointing right here because this is our third eye. This is our true inner seeing. So the invitation for you right now in this time and space is to move. Round your shoulders. We're going to go into just a little bit of movement here. Breathe. Whoo! Roll the shoulders around as you walk back. Oh, thank you, DTO. DTO is here doing production for us, and all of the music is by DTO. So rounding the shoulders. Whoo! Walk it out slowly first, right? We're just getting in touch with our body in this moment, whether that's nighttime or daytime or any time for you. Walk it out and roll those shoulders around. We are creating more space for breath to be here. So if you are looking to be in your power right now, in your leadership, this is the perfect place to be. My specialty is serving you, yoginis, light leaders. Now I don't call you light workers. We're not light workers, we're light leaders. Whoo, Reiki masters. So walk it out. I want you to bend in your knees a lot here as you move, breathe. So see if you can even take your hands on your hips and move your body. A little internal om sound. So we are creating a whole new paradigm. The paradigm is for us to co-create exactly what we are meant to serve here. And in this, I invite you to invite in your allies, your support team. So bounce it out here. Still going side to side, but your pelvis is bouncing, your hips are bouncing. My knees are really bent here. Invitation is to start letting go. Move your head from side to side. My belief is the pathway to your leadership and to your freedom and to your greatest service here while you are here. Because in every moment we are dying. We are closer to that leaving. So what are you going to do while you're here? That's the question. So spread out your arms now. Say yes. Yes to life, to love, to truth, to serving, to you being in your power and your leadership. Yes. Say yes. Deliciously yes. So who do you know yourself to be when you are in that divine service? So some of the stuff that I teach is to be in your pleasure. Allow versus push and strength, like to effort and beat your head against the wall. Allow. And so this is what the breath and the movement does for us, is to allow us to be in that deeply connected and tuned in place. So we're going to tune in even more. So standing here, you can create this mudra with your hands. The pieces that I bring in for this embody practice and this body pathway is for us to, it is from the Vedas and from the yogic practices, as well as all sorts of transformational experiences that I've had and studied. And so take your hands right now. This is a mudra. This is a yogic. We create a hand gesture. This one particularly is for higher intuition. Wouldn't it be incredible, light leader, if you created from a place of higher intuition? Take a deep breath in. What have you not been giving voice to? What have you given up on? What have you distracted yourself from moving forward on? Awesome. And in this space and time, we call in your support team, allies. We just had a beautiful initiation video that I created for the Embody Leadership Mastermind women who are coming in right now. We're coming together. We are going into a 7-month journey. Whew, yeah, some really incredibly powerful light leaders. And yesterday I was just, we initiated into the goddesses that we're going to be becoming in relationship with, coming into friendship with and relationship with, and activating those energies inside of us so that we can be charged with our own superpowers of healing, because I know a lot of you are healers. And so take a deep breath in. Envision yourself in your fully charged up self. And you're held here by your allies and your support team. And maybe there is some goddesses around. I guarantee there is. And so, in this time and space, take a deep breath into your whole being, into all of those beings, and open your eyes. We're going to light some incense. We're going to light some incense for my support team. Truly, your support team. And so, Saraswati is here. The Devis are here. Ganesh is over there. Lakshmi is here. Durga is in the house. And we've got the tantric goddesses as well. So that's something that has come through for my light leadership, is to really bring in the biggest support that has been in my pathway, which has been the relationships with these divine beings. So that's all this morning. I am so excited about who we have here today. I'm gonna have a sip of my tea. I ate Thai food way too late last night. So we have Sita Devi in the house, who is a beautiful, beautiful singer, devotional chant artist, and she's going to be with us in just a moment. We also have Joan here today, who will be sharing with us some biohacking, healing, healthy, beautiful yumminess and some practices here today. So let me introduce you. Let me welcome our first guest, and Sita Devi. Sita Devi is a yogini, kirtan artist, and ecstatic dance facilitator. She is dedicated to being in service through bhakti yoga. She holds a BFA in dance from the University of California, Santa Barbara, and performed professionally with Method Dance and Ledges and Bones Dance Project in Los Angeles. Sita registered with the Yoga Alliance, so she's a Yoga Alliance 500 hour, and she's been teaching for 13 years. When she completed the 500 hours, she began teaching Bhakti at Bhakti Yoga Shala in Santa Monica, one of my favorite yoga studios. And she developed her skills as a teacher and a kirtan leader under the guidance of her beautiful teacher and friend, Govind Das, who is also a dear, beloved friend of mine as well. And her passion for traveling through the Ethernet right now and being of service has taken her on a tour, teaching and chanting for yoga and kirtan events all over the globe. And for the past 5 years, Sita has been teaching in the San Francisco Bay Area at Namaste Yoga and Yoga Tree. Sita teaches at a variety of yoga, movement, dance modalities. She's currently hosted retreats worldwide in Bali and all over the place. So welcome, Sita Devi.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi. So, reading your bio, it's very much infused with the traveling yogini that you are. So what's your pivot right now? I'm so curious.
Just been enjoying these live streams. They're great. That's about the only gatherings we've been doing. So, yeah. So I've been doing some live yoga classes, and I've also been joining Janet Stone, who I collaborate with quite a bit for her retreats.
I love Janet. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Cool. And is that under the yoga tree? Because I know that she teaches there too. You teach there too. The yoga tree,
Yeah.
or you've just created your own thing, right?
Own thing, yeah. So
Beautiful.
yeah, just doing my own journey.
Yes. So I want the yoga teachers in the house and healers in the house to hear this. Is like the pivot. There's no more yoga studios. You are the studio. You are the studio. So you get to create. You are the, yeah. So that's beautiful. Wonderful. So what has been the struggle for you right now? Is there any struggles happening?
Yeah, I definitely miss interacting with people. Dance, especially ecstatic dance, is a shared energetic journey. Kirtan also is an exchange of energy. Bhakti is shared. And so how do we share over this medium where we're not actually physically feeling each other? How can we drop in through the ethernets
Yes.
and ethereal realms and connect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely a
So
different intimacy, right? There's a different intimacy. And I'm finding that it's like tuning in more connectedness to myself and then others. What's your pathway right now of connecting to the greater consciousness?
yeah, also as you are doing connecting in with myself, I'm realizing, oh, it's all of us, but it starts here. And so if I'm fully embodied, I can then share my light with everyone else. And I don't necessarily have to be in person, but if I'm making that connection, it's universal.
Yeah. So good. So what are you working on any projects right now creatively? What are you working on?
Yeah, so I have a new album that's been going on for, it's been in the works since 2012, which feels like the first, when the apocalypse was supposed to happen, and now the real apocalypse is happening.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Yeah. So that's a collaboration album with Ryan Hare,
Okay.
and it's coming out June 19th.
Yes.
Yay. So I'm really
Co-
excited.
COVID-19 is definitely bringing in the pandemic is definitely bringing in births right now. So beautiful. And great. And you have a song for us that you're going to share. Oh, I love this cover. Hridaya. What a beautiful name. Will you share what that means for everyone?
Yeah, so Hridaya is the spiritual heart. And Hri means to remind me. It's to take, and Da is to give, or am I saying it backwards? And it's the
Um,
movement of that give and take,
yes.
of just the journey of the heart. You know, we give a little, we take a little. That balance, also just the deep spiritual heart. We all connect in our hearts and to spirit in our own dharmic way. And so Hridaya is that spiritual heart.
So yummy. That's what I love about Bhakti Yoga. You know, Bhakti Yoga just really, you don't even necessarily need to know what the words mean because Sanskrit is, it transcends these bodies. It transcends and really is the language of the soul and the sound of the soul. So, what a beautiful gift of your Hridaya to the world. Awesome. So let's get into receptive mode because Sita Devi is gonna sing to us. And is the invitation to chant with you too?
Sure. Ooh.
We got some reverb happening.
Yep. I went into my spaceship.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, great. So take us into space then, girly.
Closing the eyes, coming into your heart space, your Hridaya, your spiritual heart. However you connect. Taking a deep breath into that heart. Letting go of any hardness, any fear, any anxiety, worry. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jaya Siya Ram, Jai Radhe Shyam, Bolo Jaya Siya Ram, Sitaram, Jai Radhe Shyam. Sing with me, couple rounds. Jaya Siya Ram, Sitaram, Jai Radhe Shyam, Bolo Jaya Siya Ram, Bolo Jai Radhe Shyam, Jai Siya Ram, Jai Radhe Shyam, Bolo Jai Siya Ram, Jai Radhe Shyam, Jai Siya Ram, Jai Radhe Shyam, Jai Siya Ram, Jai Radhe Shyam, Jai Siya Ram, Bolo Jai Radhe Shyam. Sing together. Jai Siya Ram, Jai Radhe Shyam, Bolo Jai Siya Ram, Jai Radhe Shyam, Bolo Jai Siya Ram, Jai Radhe Shyam, O Radhe Shyam. Try that. Radhe Shyam. One more. Radhe Shyam.
So beautiful. I totally honor you as a kirtan leader, bhakti, devotional chanter. I thought I could do it in this lifetime, but I cannot. That's not true. I mean, I can do it in my own private practice, but every time I do, I like have so many tears. And that's the thing about bhakti yoga, that everyone is like, these are devotional songs to God, Goddess. So, yay, Doe's written in.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I end up crying. Basically, that's what happens, which is beautiful and doesn't always work when you're leading others. So beautiful. Thank you, Sita Devi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So beautiful. So come back and we'll pick a card also. Oh, to find out more about Sita Devi, we can go to, this is her Instagram right here. And you can go to @SitaDeviYogini, @SitaDeviYogini on Instagram and follow her there. And yeah, find all of her beautiful pictures. That's you in India, yeah?
That's Bali, actually, at the water temple.
Bali. Oh, beautiful. Oh, love it. All right. Well, we're going to have Sita Devi back here in just a moment to do our Embody Oracle pick for the day. And stick around and we'll see you in just a moment. Yay! Oh, so just jiggle your body and receive all of that goodness. So all these practices and tuning ins and frequencies and higher vibrational practices that we're doing and creating here, let them shift you. Let them shift you. So really dive in. And now we've got Amanda Joan coming on. Amanda Joan is the owner of a cutting edge biohacking wellness spa in Encinitas, California. She's been working exclusively with the most innovative and advanced healing modalities of today and has been offering a broad range of these highly effective biohacks with incredible results. Her knowledge of the therapies like ozone therapy, infrared sauna, lymphatic cleansing, PEMF, I want to know what that is, RIFE, also want to know what that is, and biofeedback, as well as her personalized approach, has truly been a cornerstone for her offerings. And she spent the last 7 years, or she spent 7 years deeply investigating, researching, and educating herself on what has proven to be the highest quality and most successful therapies and protocols for the natural healing. It is in her passion for the truth she is able to provide guidance and truly help other people reach their highest vitality. So welcome, our Amanda Joan.
Hi. So good to be here.
Yeah, so good to have you. I think the last time we saw each other was at a sister circle in person.
No, I know we got to hug.
Yes, we got to hug, totally. Well, beautiful to see you here. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
And I want to know what those acronyms PEMF and RIFE.
Yeah, so PEMF is pulsed electromagnetic field. So it's just basically utilizing electromagnetic energy to pulse into our cells. And RIFE is another technology that uses frequencies. And I'll kind of get into all the rundown.
Okay, cool. So how did you, I mean, you've got a lot of these. I've heard of a lot of them. I've practiced some of those myself. What called you to have this array or create a spa even? I'm so curious.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in New York, so I was just a heavily toxic, unhealthy being in this world. And so when I started my path to just heal myself, I was just fortunate enough to be exposed to so many amazing things, and that just opened up my path. I knew, especially when I first tried ozone therapy and just seeing the profound effects that these biohacks, which I'll kind of get into what those really are, it's really just natural elements amplified. And so when I experienced my first biohack, which was ozone therapy, it completely shifted my life and everyone else's life that I saw using it. And I knew that my dharma, my passion, my path was to share and scream from the rooftops, you guys, this works. And so it's just been a journey of wanting to share what has actually worked and really, really changed and shifted my vitality. Now, I went from lethargic and tired and headachy all the time. I thought that was like a baseline norm. Mm-hmm. And now I'm 38 years old and I feel incredible. I mean, I live symptom free. And so I'm here to share how everyone can absolutely live symptom free.
That's amazing. Beautiful. So what are your top pieces of, that really supported? I mean, and did you have something that you were working on? I know you said that you were fatigued, and was there anything else going on that you were called to go into a protocol of all these things?
Yeah. I mean, fatigue was just an understatement. I literally, I was in my early 30s, and by 11 a.m. after doing all the healthy things, mm-hmm. I just needed to go back to bed. That's not normal. Mm-mm. And toxic migraine my whole life. So that's what stimulated me to, take my health into my own hands. And the medical system, the mainstream medical system failed me. My story is so many people's stories where, they keep hitting a wall. So, these therapies, these biohacks are essentially just replicating nature. Our bodies are cellular. We're elemental cellular beings. So, when we actually can utilize what we're made of, which is nature, we can see progress and benefits that are miraculous, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what this is. We're just taking the elements like sun and oxygen and earth, and there's these incredible devices that basically just replicate those natural occurrences to be provided into our body to amplify and juice up and activate our cells, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
that's the basic. We're made of cells. And so every illness and symptom can be traced back to cellular disharmony. And so what gives our cells the absolute energy, source energy it needs to heal? And that's something called ATP. And so to make it simple, not even to get all, nerdy, we are made of cells. Our cells live and thrive off of this energy, ATP. It's a source energy. This energy has a consciousness that literally wants to thrive and create and heal and regenerate. So whenever we can go into the body and just juice up, charge up our cells, we can see absolute miracles. And so these devices are basically just creating ways through, gemstones and light or electrified oxygen or vibration. There's all these different tools, and I can kind of go into some of them, but all of them are basically just creating ways for our cells to get that ATP. So we're just kind of using nature and extra amplifying our body juices to heal itself.
Yeah, I'd love to know. So I can see three things right there. Do you want to just like quickly tell us a few of those? Because most of us are not going to have these machines at home. So I definitely want to dive into a little more of like how you can regenerate the cells, how you can come into that cell, nourishment with our own body, breath, and intentions.
Yeah. So, just like in our basic holistic fields, right? We use the breath, we nourish we nourish our body with nourishment and nutrients. We go into the sun, we go onto the earth. So these are basic practices that we're just communing with the elements of nature. So because we live in times that are we're bombarded by way more information than we're meant to, a lot more toxicity, a lot more environmental threats, a lot more stress in general. Like the human being isn't supposed to be taking in all of this information. So it's like we really, at some level, it's just a balance, right? How much information are we taking in, and how much information are we releasing? So how much can we nourish, and how much are we releasing? So my slogan is, if you're pooping and sweating a lot, you're gonna do okay on this planet. Like
Yes, right.
We need
digestion, right? Like it's all
yeah.
about moving the experiences, the food, everything we take in and moving it out.
Yeah.
Processing and moving it out. Yes. Ayurveda talks about that too.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And and what you're speaking into is like we live in cities. We're not meant to live so close and with so many people without enough trees for each person. And my teacher says this is like each person, if you live in a city that there's not one tree per person, you're depleted.
Yeah.
And when I was in LA, I was in LA for 17 years. I was like, where is my air? Where is my tree?
Totally.
So,
it's all information, right? We're meant to receive information. We're meant to release information. And so how do we come back into that balance? And so without any of the gadgets, like I said, we go onto the earth, we receive the sun, we do our basic elemental, natural healing as human beings on the earth. But like I said, we're inundated with too much information. So we need to move that energy through our body. And so these tools, each one of them, I love how I just did that and the lights turned on.
Yeah, I thought you meant to do that. That's amazing.
So not planned. That's like, that was perfect.
Cool. Wow. That is so cool.
So anyway,
they're alien.
I know it's consciousness, right? It's information.
Yeah, true.
So each of these tools, as much as they're different, and I'll go into them, they're doing is taking those elements and recreating it and kind of fast forwarding it. So for example, that machine right here that you stand on, it's a vibration plate. And so it gives you kind of the, qigong, moving, like tapping, You know, you get on that, it's kind of like rebounding, only we have this, and in 10 minutes on that, of standing on it and shaking, letting it shake you, it moves all your lymphatic juices, it micro pulses your muscles, it's completely using gravity to move energy. And, you know, what happens is we get maybe like 2 weeks of rebounding or like a month of Qigong in 10 minutes passively. So these
Wow.
tools, yeah, these tools are meant to like fast forward, like really get deep and get further along in less time so that we can keep up with this imbalance.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
DTO just had something on the screen there. I
Yeah.
was curious what that is.
That's my most favorite one. If you're going to ask me which my most favorite one is, it's an ozone sauna. So using infrared sauna to penetrate the cells with the wavelength of infrared, and then putting electrified oxygen into this dome, you're able to sweat and release toxins and receive oxygen. And literally every person that goes into that and comes out, they look at me like I'm God. They're like, oh my God, thank you. That was the best experience of my life. I do it every night and I still have that. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow, that's so cool. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I was
there it
actually
is.
just going to ask if you have your head out of it, because I've
Yes.
had ozone and I got really kind of sick.
Yeah. You need to have your head out of it. The magic about like a little tip about sweating and saunas in general, our brains don't like being hot, you know, and our brains don't like getting inflamed or heated. And
Yes.
so as much as when you're in a sauna, it's relaxing, it's healing, there's only a certain place that you can go, and then eventually you have to go because you're too hot.
Yeah, you got to get your head out of there.
You got to get your head out of there. So
Yeah.
when you have your head out of the sauna and you're keeping it cool with ice, what happens is your core body temperature can go past a certain threshold, and that's where the medicine of the heat is. So there's these little ways to like utilize the body in an intelligent way with the elements that actually will gauge way more comfort and more desired effects too.
So this is amazing. So was for these devices specifically, we can come to your spa.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Great. So will you share about how one could book a session? Because I want to
Yeah.
also move into like, yeah, because you've also got other tricks and tools. So I wanna,
I have a lot. My living room is, you know, basically I started off with just being a one-woman show with a cool living room full of epic stuff, and I love sharing. And then it kind of transformed into this world tour where I kind of showed up around the world with my living room, biohacking
Yes.
pop-up spa. And now I have an actual facility in Encinitas. So I do two things. I have the spa where people can come in and experience all the different technologies and modalities as an integrative experience. But I really love to get people their own home clinics. So that's something I'm really passionate about, is replicating my living room. I wish my living room can be everybody's living room. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, to be empowered with your own regenerative healing modalities, especially at this time, I think is the future of medicine, you know. So that's really a big mission of mine, is to empower people in their own homes with amazing technologies that are going to actually support prevention, in preventative care and curative care. It's pretty amazing.
That's so cool. I have to introduce you to somebody that also lives in Encinitas, and he's a dear, dear friend of mine for many, many years now. And he has a very similar situation to your living situation. He's got all these amazing machines. Yeah,
I probably know him.
You probably know him. His name is Charles. Do you know him?
Oh, no, I don't know
Charles
Charles.
Richards? Oh, okay. He's
Okay.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a few. There's a lot of like, I've been in a lot of people's, home clinics, and it's amazing to geek out with other biohackers. So
yeah. It's a hub. Well, I'm definitely coming to receive some yumminess for sure.
amazing.
And that's Betsy, one of our dear sisters, having some. What is she having right there? Is that ozone?
Yeah, that's ozone. So ozone is basically electrified oxygen, and so we're just basically electrifying oxygen and letting that gas come in or on the body in different applications. So you can put it in the ear, you could put it vaginally, rectally, in the sauna. So however the gas can get in or on the body, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I've had it actually in the veins, and I've also had it vajayjay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you also have some practices, like you also do, some other practices. Could you tell us what else we could do without any machines? Like what can I do right now in order to come into my freedom in my body and some cellular rejuvenation?
Yeah, well, I don't know if this is the
What's your
time for it,
hack?
but I do have like a visualization that we can go through if that's wanted now, or I can just share.
Yes,
Um,
please. No,
yeah,
guide us. That would be awesome. We'll give like if 5 minutes, 4 minutes.
yeah,
Sound
yeah,
good?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Beautiful. All right, go into receptive mode, everybody, and receive from our beautiful Amanda Joan, who's going to lead us through a visualization right now for healing. And, well, you tell us what it is. Go.
Okay, let me just get this. Hold on. Okay, so I'll do a little fun biohack with this visualization. So before I go into the visualization, this is a red light panel, and so it has different spectrums of the sun. So again, we're just taking those natural elements and replicating them. And so, even if you don't have one of these, you can go into the sun itself. And I like to just really commune with my cells, because we are literally made up of cells, and these cells are constantly absorbing and releasing and creating information. And so the more that we can actually really tune in to our cellular vibration, to our cells, and commune with them, like have a conversation with them, and align them and align that consciousness of our cellular being with the elements of nature. I mean, we come from nature. Our bodies are so intelligent. And so if we can just bridge that fusion of energetics and natural elements with our cells that are made of that, and we can sit in that and really, really, really connect with that, it's powerful. So you're mixing, visualization, meditation, but really with that strong essence of knowing, what we're made out of. So I'm going to put on a little red light. This is how I do my meditation visualization. So I'll put on a little red light first. Just to make it fun. And so I invite everybody to close their eyes. Take a deep breath together in, and let everything out through the mouth. And wherever you are, whether you're in the sun or you have a red light panel on you, really call in the elements of the sun, of light. Call in the elements of water, calling in the element of frequency, vibration, electromagnetism, calling in the energetics of the earth, calling in the energetics of oxygen and breath, just feeling all of these elements with us in this room, on this planet, in this realm, this reality. These elements are us. Elements are here to breathe vitality into ourselves. So just whenever you have a minute, you can literally just close your eyes, take in a breath with all of these elemental beings, and then imagine your cells, your whole body is just a bunch of tiny little cells, and they're all ready to breathe with you and receive all of the beautiful, divine, healing energy of these elements that we are. So with each breath, maybe in the next 1 minute, 2 minutes, just breathe and imagine yourselves absorbing all of this energy of the sun, water, air, earth, frequency. So visualizing yourself as cells breathing in. feel and make that connection of receiving and absorbing this information, this healing, natural information that's here all the time for us. Knowing that we have cells that are made of all this vital information that wants to thrive and heal. We have everything we need right here in our bodies to receive and heal.
Just taking in some of the groovy light you got going on there. Super psychedelic.
Can you feel it through the computer?
Yeah. So, oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Yes. Thank you for that, Amanda Joan. That's really beautiful. So even if you don't have these tools at home, you can still receive through visualization and get great benefits. And if you're here local or you come to visit San Diego, Encinitas, what happened? Oh, here we go. Sorry. Something just popped on the screen where I was like, where did everything go? Okay. So yes, come to Encinitas and book a spot here at Amanda Joan's Wellness Center. So you can go to ozonetherapykit.com. Oh no, why don't we go to AmandaJoan_wellness at Instagram, on the Instagram there, and then wholebodyrestart.com. Is that your website? Which one's your website?
Yeah, those. I think I sent you my email that has all these websites. If you could just reach out to me on Facebook for now. It's going to be renewwellspa.com.
That kind of stuff makes DTO laugh because he's in digital marketing, so he's just like, what'd you do?
Yeah, it's okay.
You might need to have a session with him. But anyways, yes, but we can find you, Amanda Joan, anyways, on your Facebook. So where can we find you on Facebook?
Just Amanda Joan on Facebook, and in Encinitas, you could just Google Renew Well Spa.
Okay, great. Yes, find her. I'm going. I'm seriously, I'm going to call you after this.
I mean, basically, if anybody has any sort of symptoms in their life, these tools really are the fast track, make you feel good, see miracles in your life kind of devices. So yeah, it's
and at this time, it's so interesting too, because we're realizing that I've had acupuncture weekly for years, and I haven't had acupuncture in over 2.5 months. I just had it yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot. So I'm grateful that you're offering this and you're open right now, that you can take in clients.
Well, right now, our massage and acupuncture, we have to follow, the proper guidelines, and that falls a little bit. The acupuncture is available, but
the machines we're
all the machines. Yeah, we're essential business. We have chiropractic and functional medicine testing and ozone sauna, colon hydrotherapy, and all the ways to feel the release of the body that we need at this time, for sure.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for offering and being such a stand for us coming into our cellular yumminess. Sita Devi, come back on here and we will pick an oracle card deck together, an oracle card from the EMBODY oracle deck here that you can see on the screen. So I'm going to shuffle these cards. Amanda Joan, tell me when to stop.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Sita Devi, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
What do we got today? Trust.
Yes.
Ooh. That was I did a bunch of lives yesterday and teachings, and trust came up so big. So yay, we have not chosen trust for the show yet. Oh, I just love these cards, seriously. Like, the art is so extraordinary. Look at her, she's got hearts on her leg, man. All right, so trust is number 27 out of 44 cards. And each message has an EMBODY invitation. This whole show is an EMBODY invitation, so we are maybe not going to read that part. Trust says, you are safe, held, and loved. Sacred sister, your intuition is now guiding you to relax into the beautiful power of trust. Just as a child needs love from parental hearts, you too get to know you are held, safe, and loved. Every situation and circumstance gives you the opportunity to reconnect with your birthright of confidence and faith. You can mend any broken trust by looking at nature, the way flowers bloom and the butterflies come into new form out of the chrysalis. When you let go and trust, you welcome patience, and the anxiousness disappears with renewed energy for creation itself. Your power is your own intuition. Listen to it and trust its guidance. You will now soar into greater capabilities and empower others with your wings spread wide open to embrace life and all that you have to offer it. So the Embody invitation is called Unwind the Spine, Release Your Nervous System. And interestingly enough, a lot of the things that we were talking about today in the healing and in the vibration of the mantras is to release your nervous system and be in a higher vibration. So I'm asking you all to take a deep breath in and blast our beautiful Sita Devi and Amanda Joan for giving us such beautiful wisdom today and sharing their presence and their beauty and their wisdom that's coming through them with us all. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
And you all that are here live with us, thank you for being here. We totally appreciate and appreciate your interactiveness and saying hi and all of it. And DTO has this on the screen here. You can also just, as for FYI, you can also get these cards, embodyoracle.com. And take a deep breath in with me. We are closing out our show today. And if you saw something, if you hear something, if you spark something in yourself, if you receive something here today that supported you, share this video. Share about the show. We don't know how long we're going to do it, to be honest with you. But it was an offering that came out of we're calling it the Corona Chronicles. You know, as soon as we went into quarantine, we came into service in this way. And we pray that it has been of great service. And from those of you who have been sharing, thank you for letting us know that it's serving you and supporting and beneficial. That we do want to know this. And one way to show us that too, or show your friends, that community, that your tribe, that is to share this video and to share about the show. You can always ask questions, comment, and of course share. So much love to you. I'm Hemalayaa, for those of you who I haven't met yet. It's my honor and privilege to be in this relationship with you. As well as DTO is in the house, and he is the creator of all the music that you hear here. And those of you who utilize music for your own work, for videos perhaps, for teaching, for meditations, you might want to check out DTO's incredible, like, no-brainer offer that he has. It's a licensing membership. It's so ridiculous. He's got 3 albums plus, like, I don't know how many remixes that you would have access to using his music for $97 a year. It's so dumb. It's so dumb, like how easy and no-brainer it is. But it's actually really smart if you grab this, because those of you who know, when you're making videos, paying for things or getting dinged on Facebook and whatnot for utilizing music that's not yours is a problem. But when you're getting more visible out there with your leadership, then you'll want to grab this membership, because you'll want to have good music on your videos. Those teachers, spiritual teachers right now, yoga teachers, Reiki healers, you are stepping it up. So how do we contact you about this? Where do we go? He's really good. DTO's really good at promoting everyone else. I'm going to promote you, buddy. All right, so DTO, at DTO Music, contact him. He'll send you a link. It's really easy to have the licensing and his music is so good, you guys. You've heard it, and you've heard it here on the show, but you also, it's so good. All right. And I want to know who gave me an angry face. I see like some hearts and some likes, and then there's an angry face. Who is that? Amanda Joan. Oh, that's funny. Okay. All right. So blasting you off. So much love and light, and step into your light leadership, my leaders. Step in, step in. So much love to you. Reach out. Those of you who are called to go into Embody Leadership Mastermind or know more about it, go here to Hemalayaa.com/embody leadership. It's calling. The goddess is calling. If the goddess is calling you, you better listen. All right. So much love and joy to you all. Namaste. We are Embody Freedom Series. Oh, Amanda said that was an accident. That angry face is an accident. I knew it was, but that's great to know. Thank you. Oh, it happens. Sometimes we're angry and sometimes we're joyful. It just happens. Okay. Love you.